Hey you guys, today's video is going to be 3 super easy recipes that anybody can make. My son's baseball actually starts back up today, so we are going to be busy again. I love when my kids' sport starts back up, but sometimes that leaves us with not healthy options for dinner because we are rushed, so that is when you tend to stop at the fast food places. So I want to share 3 super easy recipes that will keep you on track, and that way you will not have to stop at any fast food places because these can be made ahead of time and ready for you before you even have to leave. So the first recipe is a honey sesame chicken in your slow cooker. So all I did was salt and pepper the chicken breast. I used 2 chicken breasts and this made so much food. You will have leftovers. And for this recipe, you are gonna need 1 cup of honey, a 1/2 cup of low sodium soy sauce. I used liquid aminos, which is just kind of like a healthier option for soy sauce, and then 1/2 cup of diced onion, 1/4 cup ketchup, 2 tablespoons of sesame oil or olive oil. I had a little bit of sesame oil left, so I went ahead and used that. And then 2 cloves of garlic, 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I did not use the red pepper flakes just because my kids will complain if it's too spicy, so I left those out and it still tasted so good. And then 4 teaspoons of cornstarch dissolved in 6 tablespoons of water. I will leave the recipe linked below. That way.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's sad?
And then I'm just gonna let this cook on low heat for 4 hours. I just put it in the slow cooker and took the kids to the park, and then we came back later that day and it was ready to eat. And I just served this over jasmine rice and it was so good. It was a huge hit with my kids, and my kids are so picky, especially Briley, my 6-year-old, and she even said it was really good.
What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? I wonder what's that like? I've got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish he felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause
This is where you're gonna put the 4 teaspoons of cornstarch dissolved in 6 tablespoons of water, and that is just gonna help thicken up the sauce. And I let that cook for 10 minutes, and then I shredded the chicken and added that in.
He doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name.
So once it was all done and served over rice, I just topped it with some sesame seeds, and this was definitely so good. I will be making this more often. Alright, for the next 2 recipes, I just took my double little slow cooker and I added a piece of chicken to each that was salt and peppered already. And you wouldn't think that this would make a lot of food just because it's 1 chicken breast, but this fed my family for 2 meals and we had leftovers. So this is definitely perfect meals if you are on a budget and if you are busy. And then I just added the extra onion from the other recipe, the honey sesame chicken, and then some garlic powder, a little bit of honey, whatever was left. I would say about 1/2 tablespoon, but you can add more if you like it a little bit sweeter. And then I'm just gonna add about 1 cup of BBQ sauce and let that cook on low heat for 6 hours. And once it was done, the chicken was just falling apart. All I had to do was stir it, and it was perfect for our barbecue pulled chicken sandwiches. All right, who else is a huge fan of buffalo sauce? Buffalo sauce is my favorite. I love making buffalo chicken dip and just buffalo wings. I just love buffalo sauce. It's so good. So I just took about a cup of buffalo sauce over the chicken with a little bit of ranch, and that is all you will need for this recipe. And then I also let that cook on low for about 6 hours. I would say I used about a tablespoon and a half of ranch, and you can see all I had to do was stir it, and it was so good.
What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you are all he wants?
Alright, and then to serve the buffalo chicken sandwiches, I just went ahead and made some garlic bread and then added some provolone cheese. I feel like this just took it over the top. The garlic bread made it so good. And this was just regular garlic bread that you would eat with spaghetti. I picked this up at Aldi and I had it in the fridge, so I was like, you know what? That would be so good on the buffalo chicken sandwiches. So I just went ahead and let the cheese melt a little bit, and then added the buffalo chicken, ranch, and some lettuce, and it was so good. My husband loved it. My kids thought it was a little too spicy, but they still said it was really good. And this was so simple and easy to make.
It's midnight, oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I have got him on my mind, but
And then for the barbecue chicken sandwiches, these were so easy. I just toasted some hamburger buns, put some butter and garlic on them, and then just added lettuce, the barbecue chicken, and some cheese. I didn't put cheese on mine. I prefer coleslaw with my barbecue chicken, but we didn't have coleslaw, so I just went ahead and used the lettuce and a little bit of extra barbecue sauce, and these were so good. My son loved them. He went back for seconds, and he never does that. So if you do try out any of these recipes, make sure to tag me on Instagram and let me know if you liked them and if they helped for your busy days, because I know some days it's just so hard to have a home-cooked meal when you are just on the go all the time. And I hope to see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching.
he doesn't know my name.